Some cocoa farmers at Aboso in the Aboso constituency are lamenting non-payment of their cocoa produce. The farmers allege that over the last 6 months, they haven't received a penny from government. The situation, they say, has worsened their plight as they claim they are unable to fend for their families. Listening to some express anger over government's delay in settling their debts. Sector Minister Aboso during his vetting observed that government will commence payment to the farmers on the 22nd of February this year. 2 months after that assurance, the farmers say they are yet to receive their monies. Listen to some of them.
Really, this is the first time you've been experiencing such a situation. The reason being that as a farmer, since November last year, I've weighed cocoa. It has been evacuated, but I'm not receiving money. How can I take care of my family? And look at the farmers that have purchased their cocoa. They are now chasing me up. Most even come with cutlasses because they thought I've taken their money and I wouldn't like to pay them. So it has been a big challenge for me.
And how many bags of cocoa did you carry to the dealers?
It varies, but as I'm speaking, about 450 bags.
Since when?
Since November.
Have you made any specific contact to the dealers? What has been the explanation? Really,
what he has been telling me is that money is not at hand. He is not getting money from the LLBs, so there's nothing that he can do.
And the cocoa farmers, how are they feeling with the explanation you're giving them?
Really, they are not feeling comfortable. They are not They are not even pleased with all that I've been telling them. Because what they know is that as soon as you weigh your cocoa, even if it will delay at all, in a week or two, they have to get their money. But for 6 months now, the problem is really becoming unsolved. So I'm finding it difficult even to stay in my own home.
Free last year, Bepin Samley, cocoa ayetono, mito cocoa free September, Bepin December, cocoa no, free September Bepin November the na minya sikatu ya farmers nika. Free December cocoa mitoye, ya betin free hako. Mi Freddy wa ni oka chira mi nyina ni se cocoa ni sika no aban farmer ye. Mi bisa di o sa de nti na sika ni ma se si akuafo da meka. Akuafo so le bia omu timi so omu ji omu sika nti me da anya sika na ma omu. Ma fre na se si ami no ka sei mi office ami ye mu adwuma mi kokora mi hu di onu mi fre no o se asika ni ma no ti ha de na oye mi no ka sei ye di blonya wie ye koko ami to no afa mi nam na mi sresre di o nkitu ani se ni ti me den koko gu ho se si pharmacy su pesika a omo di betu omo ma school fees omo di be ye ne se omo di ye mi no ka sei free January ba koko a mi to wa ha no mi pale gu dan we a esi mu ya semenya sika boto keke kura mi di be ye adwuma no e ya asem koko a yesisa kwa kura bisa se ya twi koko 300 akọ mi ma gu ha enyina nim sa koko no emu one bag di wa wo be bi so timi nka obedi hu adas o ma mi sika ni o ka kira mi se ye twi koko ni mla se si asihye aba ni se je se o twi koko ni kopot o sili kopot na de ko wia na ba ni di sika na ble no e na mi bisa se December de na e ko e no sika no ewe mi bisa no o ka kira mi se enu ni de koko amu ankasa to ama aban no free September kopim December no free September kopim November nko na aban na yeden atua ho ka enti mi bisa aban se ma disre ani se mi pese mi hu free aban ni ho na mi bisa ni se ni e o si ni ka se free koko na amu to ye no bepim samle aye wo mu watua mu ka every September pepim November nko na watua kwa free December de ne e ba no ontua ho ka na mi bisa se sa sika no o de amadi o si no no mu nka no kura nkyere ye ana se onu so sika no on farm di o si no because piafo di high
ya tokoko be busumi sonni yenye sika enfantia ekuafo ka kuani ba yare no ba krache ho a osimi ba yare o krache me kari koko mem sika family banko doctor wunya bi ukọ di wo ha osimi free management na amene na kasa ukọ a osisei enne na wochi wikuwei ya twa kwan saa efi akọ be bia ya gisika nso kra ina na transportation eye 20 cedis Ye twa kwa se ska kakra we ho kra no ye di nyina ay expenses. Kuani ne baba ko school a oba krache ho a waka ni kokko nu so baba gi sika yi na ode ne ba ko school oba unya sika ma no. Ni nyina yo hawa ye face papa wo ye problem ye face wo Aboso ha.
Meanwhile, the Member of Parliament for the area, Kwabena Minta Akando, has asked the government to immediately raise funds to address the concerns of the farmers. He believes the funds meant for the payment of the cocoa produce were invested in securing the second term for President Akufo-Addo.
Use of the non-payment of cocoa in the cocoa growing areas. And the unfortunate aspect that I recall vividly is that immediately after engaging the press, the majority led by Honorable Afenyo Markins also engaged the same press and debunked it strongly that what we were saying was not the truth. I even thought that they were going to do something about it. They were going to release funds to the various firms, to the various purchasing clerks, so that it could trickle down to the farmers. Unfortunately, as I speak to you now, the situation is even worse. The issue is, every cocoa season, Cocoa Board or the government comes to Parliament for a loan. And the 2020-2021 cocoa season, Parliament approved about $1.3 billion for the purchase of cocoa beans. We have not ended the cocoa season. So why is it that we cannot get money to purchase cocoa beans? Is that the case that they have used that particular money for campaign? So the situation is getting worse.
What is your suspicion?
For me, I strongly believe that they have used the money for campaign, for the 2020 campaign. Because somebody cannot buy cocoa beans in November. And as of today, he's not been paid.